Hello, and welcome to another episode of She Is Not Her Trauma. I'm your host, Jayresa Sass, your benevolent and sassy mentor. And this is a safe space where you can embrace your truth, trauma, and transformation. And on today's episode, I am so excited because we have our first male guest. And we will be discussing prescription medication or CBD. So please stay tuned and join us for this conversation after the break. Welcome back to She Is Not Her Trauma. I'm your host, Jayresa Sass. And today we have our first male guest, Brandon. Hi, Brandon. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Hi, Brandon.
Hello. I'm super excited to be here as well.
Yes, I'm so excited. And we can start off this conversation first by embracing your trauma. What type of trauma have you experienced dealing with prescription medication?
Well, my journey really starts with CBD. It really just starts with me trying to find better things, better solutions for my health. So in that process, like you said, I run into CBD after doing a bunch of research of different things that would help me eliminate having to take the prescription medicines. So in that, as I started doing my research, I started seeing a lot of different things pop up about CBD, hemp, marijuana, and things of that nature. So I figured it was something that I needed to at least look into.
Right. So before we get there, though, we still need to figure out how you even got to the fact of needing to do the research, right? What happened? There had to be something that made you say, you know what, I need to go into a different direction. So what happened?
Well, I am an anemic.
Okay.
So I had a bunch of different issues with anemia. You have a bunch of different issues like sleeping and energy, things like that. So
you might be healing me a little bit. Wait, go ahead.
I was taking different medications to actually counteract all of the symptoms that I was taking. So I had 2 blood transfusions in 6 months. So that was that was my trauma that made me realize that I needed to do something different.
Yes. Wow. And that's something to really pay attention to, because people don't really know that surgery is trauma, right? Exactly. Little things like that you go through is an example of trauma, and it's the way that you are able to handle it. So how were you able to transition that? I know that it was difficult to say, okay, I'm going through this situation, but to say okay, well, I'm going to allow it to, make or break me. How were you able to cope with the fact that you were experiencing this?
Really, the reason I realized that I needed to do something different is I have 2 daughters. So looking at them, being in the hospital, getting those 2 blood transfusions, they didn't really understand what was going on. And at the time, I really didn't either. But as I started looking into the risks and all the things associated with getting those blood transfusions, it was like an eye-opener for me. It was like, you need to do something for these girls, for your wife, because you have people depending on you. Amen. And that was really the thing that got me, that was my transition point. Looking at them and realizing that I need to be here to raise them. I need to be here to see them do the things that they wanted to do in life. So that was a big thing for me. Just
wow. So like when you were so before the transfusions and stuff like that, were you like you stated that you were trying different medication and things like that. So were you having like those adverse effects to the medication? Like what was happening?
my big deal was having to take medications to counteract other medications. So all of my medications weren't necessarily helping me. Some of them were actually just helping the other medications that I was taking.
Right. So they were working against each other.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that, I mean, like I say, I wanted one product to take the place of, because I was on 8 to 9 pills at a time. And what that reminded me of was my grandmother when she had the Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday, and you got like 50 pills in one little thingy.
That's the point I was at.
Right. Oh,
so
wow.
I didn't want to live that life. That's not the life I wanted to lead. So.
Wow. And that's deep, you know, because it takes us some time to really say like, okay, this is what I don't want for myself. So I'm kind of curious. So like, was it taking all of the different kind of medication that caused you to need a blood transfusion? Like what happened to lead to that?
I have underlying causes for I have issues with my colon.
Okay.
So with that, I have what they call polyps. And what polyps are is it's like bruises inside of your colon. Okay. So what was happening was those bruises or whatever they were seeping blood. So I was passing blood through my stool. So that's what kind of triggered everything that was going on with me for me to even realize that I had anemia, because I was experiencing, like I say, lack of energy. I was waking up really fatigued. When I do sleep, it wasn't a full night's rest. It was like I closed my eyes, but it really didn't do anything for me. Right. So it was.
Wow, and like I said, you telling me I'm about to go do my own research, because this is me. It's sometimes I don't sleep for days at a time. And I've been, trying to figure out those things. So after the break, Brandon will share that little point that he made a little bit about why he decided to make that transition for his daughters. He will actually share that with us next segment. So please tune in and join us when we return.
Lady Magazine is your source for the latest in lifestyle, current events, music and entertainment, fashion and beauty, entrepreneurship, and more. Lady Magazine's interactive element allows you to watch videos, listen to music, and participate in surveys all within the magazine. Shopping is made easy. All you have to do is go to your favorite upcoming brands page, click on their advertisement, and you'll be directed straight to their website. Book an appointment or find out more about some of your favorite brands by our amazing click-to-call or click-to-email feature. To create more exposure and awareness for your brand or business, make sure you email us at ladymagazine@gmail.com. That's LADE magazine@gmail.com. Or visit our website, www.ladymag.com.
Welcome back to She Is Not Her Trauma. I'm your host, Jayresa Sass. And right before the break, we were talking to Brandon in regards to his experience with prescription medication and how it has been traumatic for him. So now that we know his story in regards to how it's been traumatic for him, let's now find out how Brandon was able to embrace his truth. So Brandon, you stated that, you have 2 daughters, and that was one of your motivations for why you wanted to transition for change. So can you please share with us your real truth behind it and your real feelings and motivation behind wanting different for yourself?
Like I said, it's all about, I'm big on family. So my family, I have to be here to see the things that they want to go through, the things that they have want to accomplish in life. So family, it all goes back to family. Like I say, it's just me and my wife, so we take care of our 2 daughters, and that's pretty much my motivation behind everything that I do. That's all that. I kind of get choked up because my family is everything to me. Mm-hmm. So if I'm not here, my thoughts are, if I'm not here to take care of that, then who will?
Absolutely.
So I have to do what I need to do for myself in order to be able to do what I need to do for them.
That's right.
So
that's right. And what was that one thing that may have kind of put a little bit of fear in you to say, like, okay, well, this is why I really have to focus on this? Like, so it could have been something that the doctor told you, or it could have been something that, just gave you that reality check to be like, whoa, I got to get this together. What was that one thing?
Well, like I said, I have polyps. So when they got to talking about possibility of cancer and all of these words that most people are scared of, diseases, things of that nature. So that is, the cancer part of it was a big thing for me. And I see a lot of people just like recently, the guy who died from colon cancer.
Yes.
Chadwick
Boseman.
Mm-hmm. That really hit home for me.
Yeah, lot of people.
Because I'm actually dealing with colon issues. So that seeing other people pass away, suffering, all of these things, that's a big motivation for me to change my lifestyle, not just with CBD or stop taking the pills. I even, for a minute, I actually stopped eating meat because I figured that was contributing to my issues as well.
Come on, get out my life, because I did that too. But that was one of the reasons why I did that as well. Like thinking that, okay, well, it will be a help to what I was experiencing. Because once again, when you go to experience trauma, trauma has so many different effects, especially internally, right? Exactly. And internally is the part that we really don't pay attention to, and that's the part that really affects us the most. And
going back to the food part of it, I have a brother who is a vegan. So my brother hasn't been sick in 10 years. And we have the same, everything about him is the same that I have. Parents, only thing that's different is our eating habits.
Right.
So I figure I need to change some of my eating habits in order for me to begin the process of having a better balanced body.
So changing your diet, changing your eating habits, and then incorporating what was towards your healing process on how you were able to get yourself together. How did you get into the CBD?
The research. After realizing that I didn't want to keep taking pills, I started doing my research on the symptoms that I was having, like the lack of sleep, fatigue, things like that, muscle crampings, and things. So looking into those symptoms, CBD just kept popping up. And as I looked further into it, it was helping people. People are moving, before it actually became legal in most states, people were moving from southern states to northern states like Colorado and places like that because it was available.
Right.
And it was helping their kids with different symptoms like the seizures and mind issues and things like that. So as I kept doing my research, I was skeptical at first because a lot of people associate CBD with weed, get you high.
Because that's what I was under the assumption too.
And that's a lot of people's assumption. So as I started digging deeper, I realized that they have different kinds of CBD. So they have CBD that has the THC in it, which is the psychoactive property that comes within the THC plant.
Go ahead.
And then they actually have some that doesn't have THC in it. And that's what I recommend to a lot of different people. That's what I started out with because working, you have people who don't want to worry about drug tests and things like that. Right. So that's the first thing that they'll mention when you bring up the CBD to them. So I'm just here to pretty much just educate people that CBD is, in most cases, CBD is not what you think it is. It is pretty much the opposite of what you think it is, and it's here for health. And people have been using it for hundreds of years. Yes. The reason why they outlawed it is because how can doctors and pharmaceutical companies make money off of something that they're not involved with? That's true. And there's no medicine there's no medicine out there that you take before you have a symptom.
That's right.
So we're offering proactive health solutions, and that's what I'm all about. That's what I preach. That's basically what Brandon D. Stocker is all about.
I love it, Brandon. And I was just about to ask you, like, what amazing things are you doing now that you have been able to get a handle on all of these things you've experienced? Mm-hmm. The amazing things that you have been able to incorporate as your transition to say that I am not who I once was or the person that experienced these things.
So we, like I say, we're all about proactive health solutions. So we want to help you regain your body's, what they call it homeostasis or balance. Yes. We want to help you get that way before you get sick. So why wait to get sick before you actually start doing things to improve yourself? Right. Why wait for the rain to come before you buy an umbrella? Right. So it's like we offered, all of our products that we offer under Hemp Lilac Creme are proactive. They're all natural. They're things that come from the earth, things that have been outlawed because people couldn't figure out ways to capitalize off of it. Right. So we are distributors for CBD. We have our infused honey. Yes. And that's really been booming.
Listen, I bought some too, so.
And I got something for you today. Yes.
Special.
So yeah, we're all about helping people get to where they're trying to go without having them have to worry about being where they don't want to be.
I like that.
So
I like that.
Proactive health solutions. Yes, that's what we're all about.
I like that. So is your products, are children able to utilize your products? Like, how do parents go about that? Like, if they do have children that may be experiencing those same symptoms, should they be going to the doctor? Like, what should they do first?
I always recommend that people go consult with their doctor, because I'm not a doctor myself, and I don't want to tell you something that's going against what you're being told professionally. So I always tell my people to consult with your doctor first. But yes, CBD is safe for kids. My daughters use it. They use we actually have gummies that they use, and we actually use the CBD with them. So it is safe for kids. And like I say, people were moving before it became legal in most states. People were moving clear across the country to have access to it. So that lets you know that it's safe for kids. It's helping do things that medicines aren't able to do. So
now I got another question. It might be funny, but it's my baby. Like, okay. So my dog, she suffers from anxiety.
Your baby.
That's my baby. That is the best thing that ever happened to me, honestly. Like, going through depression and all those type of things. Mm-hmm. My dog has been just like a blessing to me. And I also noticed that because she has been a blessing to me, I also tend to coddle her a lot and all of those type of things. And then when I'm leaving, she does have anxiety. And so I know that they say that they have CBD for animals and things. So do you have those type of things?
Yes, we do actually provide CBD to animals, because most people don't realize that most mammals, we all have a system inside of our body that's called the endocannabinoid system. And this system actually regulates all other systems. So your mood, your appetite, muscle recovery, all of these things are controlled by this one system. Wow. So when you actually start introducing cannabinoids, which is the CBD, that's what CBD is. Mm-hmm. When you introduce that into your system, it's actually helping your body to perform at its optimal functioning.
Wow, I'm gonna have to get in touch with you in regards to other information. Like I said, you have taught me some things about myself in regards to me, and also other things that I really would like to look into. So after this break, we will come back and Brandon will share how you can get in contact with him, how you can purchase his products, and, find out other ways that he can be able to assist you. So please stay tuned and join us back after this break.
TQB. J. We gon' get your money right. We gon' need your mind. Building things, hopes and dreams, one step at a time. It's the Queen Blueprint. Welcome to the movement. Cash rules everything around me. Cream Academy. Anything you wanna do, you can do it. And Queen Candace got the blueprint. Understand the mind, get the money in line. Making boss moves one step at a time. When the house, when the car, you can have that. Top notch credit just to match that. Any question that you have, just ask that. Cause all I know is life is what you make it. Power in your hands. I can give you all the tools. Just tell me your plans. Let's talk habit, let's map action. It's a real quick black girl map.
Why dosage massage and body work? We believe that massage is not just a luxury, but a necessity of life. It helps the whole body, mind, body, and spirit. So you get the therapeutic benefits of massage, not just the physical. We offer massage, different types of massage, hot stones, deep tissue, lymphatic drainage, your regular Swedish. We offer cryos, body slim, and facial. We do have a signature product line. It's called Sophia Rose Delight. It helps with sinuses, migraine, sore muscle. It's organic and it is available through our website. Our goal when you leave Dosage Massage is to leave transformed, mind, body, and spirit. Come see me.
Welcome back to She Is Not Her Trauma. I'm your host, Jayresa Sass. And right before the break, we spoke with Brandon on how he has been utilizing CBD to not only help heal himself, but also educate others. So Brandon, please share with the guests how they can get in touch with you and find out more information on how they can utilize CBD, towards their healing process.
Okay. Brandon D. Stalker is how you find me on Facebook. We have a Hemp de la Creme group on Facebook where we actually provide people with the information that they need on CBD, the myths, things like that. We have Hemp de la Creme on Instagram. I am Brandon D. Stalker on LinkedIn. For CBD products, you can go to brandondstalker.com. For our infused honey line, you can go to Mr. Hemp de la Creme, and that's MrHempDelaCreme.com. And I believe that's all of our platforms.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Brandon, for coming.
For having me.
Listen, it's been a pleasure. Listen, you educated me. I'm just like so excited. I was so excited about this episode, for real. And I just want to say thank you. Keep thriving, keep on doing a great work, and, be the best that you can be.
Thank you.
So I just want to leave you guys with a little bit of self-benevolence knowledge. How can you be able to incorporate what Brandon shared with us today on healing yourself within? So Before deciding to take any drugs, it's important that you make sure you have all the facts that you need to make an informed choice. So, here are some action steps. What the drug is. You need to know what the drug is. Why have you been offered it? What alternative treatments are available, such as talking about treatments or local support groups or anything in that nature. What the possible benefits and risks are, including if there is a risk or if there can be a possibility. And what are the possible side effects? And lastly, think about your priorities and your goals. Is relief from symptoms extremely important? I think that is something that you need to really determine for yourself. So, with that being said, I just want to thank you for tuning in today. And if you have a story that you would like to share with us, please contact me at Jayresa, Jayresa, at benevolentsassymentor.com. Until then, you can catch us on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on the Promote Her Network channel. And remember, a peaceful mind is a benevolent one. Thank you.